Hello and welcome back. We have a lot of stuff in this shop and a lot of new stuff and a lot of new stuff coming. But I wanted to show you, it's been a while since I've given you a tour. I want to show you some of the things around here so you know what we've got, so if you need it, you know where to go find it. So let's get started. We are your pre-cut headquarters. At least that's what it feels like here. At last count, we've got an event coming up and we needed to see how many jelly rolls we had, and we quit counting at 100. So we know there's well over 100 jelly rolls. So when National Jelly Roll Day comes, which is September 16th, we are prepared, and UPS and FedEx is going to help us out some more with some more coming. But jelly rolls and layer cakes, fat quarters, you name it, we've got it. So pre-cuts, 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 and there's our friend Mort. Here's a look at some of our Christmas fabrics. We have a lot more coming in because, as you know, all these companies out there like Riley Blake and Moda, they're really good at making all this fabric. So we've got a bunch more coming. Free Spirit Fabrics is coming. Well, I don't even know what all else. We've got a lot coming. So Christmas, we got you covered too. When you walk in the front door, now you'll see this empty space here. Well, we filled part of the space with these fabric scraps. And those scraps are used for scrap quilts or appliques or whatever you use them for. Lots of different uses. Here's one use, which is a scrappy quilt. But we're continually adding to these. We've got a bunch more scraps to go into them today. So we try not to overload the buckets, but, well, it's hard to do because there's a lot of them. So that's what those are. And then this hole right here is going to be filled. This section here that's still empty is empty for a reason, because we're waiting for some extra stuff to come our way right here. And they said it was a month behind, and so that means we're about 2 to 3 weeks waiting for it now. So we're excited to tell you what's coming, but we're going to wait just a little bit till we get closer to that time. It's not fabric, it's not sewing notions, but it's in the same field, but it's new stuff. So we're excited. Here's some fabric lines. We have a ton of fabric bolts in here. Batting. Ribbons. Thread sets. Fat quarters. Bobbins. More thread. More fabric. I'm not even going to begin to count how many more fabrics we have now. Used to, we tried to kind of keep an eye on how much we had just to know, but it's in the thousands, so I don't even know. And I'm not going to stop and count it again. But we've got a lot. And I'm going to tell you, Emily won't let me get near the computer anymore. Want to know why? Well, it's called a little fabric problem. And there goes the train by, you hear it? A little bit of a fabric problem. Yeah, when I see a new line and I want the new line, well, what's the question? We got to get the new line. And we just looked a little bit ago, and I'll go ahead and tell you, we have 9 full lines of good fabric coming this way. I can't wait. Super excited about it. I think these designers have gotten so good at what they do because it's hard to pick. We got every color of solids. It's hard to pick what line to get and what line not to. So if I get near a computer, Emily said she's putting blinders on me. We have people come in all the time and say, are you going to order this line or that line? And well, If I haven't heard of it, then I go and look it up, and of course then I order it. So I'm getting to where she says I'm not even going to be able to out loud, excuse me if I can get my words out right, to talk to people. The nerve, huh? But anyway, we got a lot coming. And I don't know where we're going to put it, because the line we bought yesterday, I think it was, is 51 bolts. 51 bolts in the one line of fabric. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of some of this fabric somewhere along the way, so you guys need to come on. These are Moda scrap bags. Make sure I say that right. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at the bloopers reel. There's some fat quarters that needs to be redone. And some more fat quarters that haven't been torn up, like obviously that pile did. Some more fat quarters, some shirts, nap mats for your little ones going to school. Those are always cute. Some fabrics. Some more fabrics. I told you we had the fabric. Look at all that white on white. Who doesn't need white on white? And let's see, here's a cute quilt kit. Flower Power. Super cute. And this back here is the By Annie wall. I know you've probably seen it in another video, but if you're into making bags, this is the place. Right here, we've got all the supplies you need, from the vinyl for the pouches, to the zippers, to the elastic, to the buckles, you name it, it goes on a bag, we got it. Zipper pulls. Don't tell me we don't have the bag making supplies. We are the headquarters. And look how cute some of these are. Sewing machine cover, bags, carrying cases, backpacks, all kinds of things. And for the month of October, we are going to have a By Annie trunk show here at the shop. So all of these kind of patterns here that are the By Annie patterns, she's going to be sending a bunch of her bags, and we're going to have them for you to look at, to feel, to touch, to get to know what it looks like before you make the bag. Even though these show what they look like, you'll be able to put your hands on it and know exactly how big, how little, what it feels like. So, can't wait for that. We're excited about that. We love the By Annie zippers too. We have every color they make. So that's the By Annie wall. We've got a ruler wall. Don't tell me we don't have rulers either, because boy, we do. So there's all our rulers. We have a plethora of books, pattern books. Lots of those. There's more up front too. Threads. And if you come back through here, you'll see some more patterns. Lots of quilt patterns hanging on all of these end caps. So we have the quilt patterns. And look how adorable these little sewing kits are. Cute. Cute little scissors. This is the whole little sewing kit. Cute. Love them. The ruler grips. The tools for the sewing machine. This little deal right here is good. Cleans your wool mat. And it also will clean your stairs at your house or anything like that, with if you have pet hair or something like that, or just a lot of hair or dirt, dust, whatever. That pulls it right up. So I think we have enough to pick from. And of course, constantly getting more in. So that is what the store looks like right now. You see we got some quilts hanging. We're hanging more. We got a Notions wall. And you guys, if you have not tried this right here, you need to. This Grandma's Spot Remover is the bomb. Works on just about everything. See, what'd I say? More books and patterns. We got bobbins, flatter. We got it all. Threads. And here's your notions wall. And if we don't have something you're looking for, we order. So, and when I say that, we order weekly. At our last shop, this wall was just one little wall. But at this shop, this wall has turned into 3 walls. So I think we have grown just a wee bit. Then we've got more quilting threads. And some stabilizers. Let's go up front and see what else we can find. Another important thing here at the shop is sewing machines. You'd have a hard time doing what we do without a sewing machine. So we got some sewing machines. We got those. And if you walk over here, we've got the Eversewn. We've got 3 different styles of this machine in different price points, and these are really good machines. These are probably my favorite machine. I need to go ahead and remind you guys that September 16th is National Sew a Jelly Roll Day. And all of these are jelly rolls. And if you're not familiar with that, this right here is what's called a jelly roll. And this is a fabric line, and it's all the fabrics in that line cut into 2.5-inch strips wide, all the way the width of fabric. So that's what this is. So they all blend, they all go together. If you want to make a quilt and don't want to pick out what goes with what, these are the best way to go, because all of those match it. I'll show you one we did. This right here started as a jelly roll, ended as a quilt. We added white to it, we cut them into strips, we added white to it, and now we've got our quilt. So it's that easy. If you say you can't quilt, you can. If you can sew a straight line, then you can quilt. And if you can't sew a straight line, come see us and we'll show you how to sew a straight line. Then you can quilt. Remember earlier when I said we had Christmas fabric? This right here is such a pretty fabric line. And this would be cute with it. That is a cute Christmas quilt. And it's a kit, so everything you need for that quilt top right there is in that box. The instructions and the fabrics. Now, didn't I tell y'all we had a lot of stuff here? I could video and video and video and still probably not get it all. And anything you want from our store is online at our website at www.sewcharmingquiltshop.com. So check us out online or in store. If you're in the market for an iron, or even if you're not, these are the best irons ever. This is the big one. And this one, if you see this right there, that pops up. So when you take your hand off of the handle up here, then it lifts up off of the fabric so it won't burn anything. So that iron is wonderful. This is their version of the smaller iron like that. It doesn't lift up like the others do, but it's a good little iron. And it's great for travel, and it's great for beside your sewing area, but not being so bulky. So both of those are really, really good. Then you've got the big spot remover right there, Grandma's. And friction pins, those are good. Retro wash, and we also have retro clean. And look at this cute little quilt kit. Comes included with the car, or the truck, whatever. that my grandson constantly wants. So I guess I'm gonna be making one of those. But super cute. Another quilt kit. We have the quilt kits, that is for sure. Some pin cushions, some threads, best press, and some more patterns. Retro Clean, quilt recipes. That's a really, really good book. So as you can see, we got you covered on the quilt supplies, sewing supplies, and more to come. And the patterns to go with the quilts. So there you go. So come see us. And as always, when you're shopping, please shop local. It helps your local economy and it helps your local people. You definitely want to support the smaller companies, because without them being here, where would you go? You would have to go online and you wouldn't be able to get it that day. You wouldn't be able to see and touch it and feel it. And so always, always, always shop local first. I know you can't get everything local all the time, but you can get a lot of stuff local. So when you can, please try to do that. That's the best way to do. So until next time, Sasquatch and I say, happy quilting.